Hello everyone and welcome back to the Belgian Beer Builders channel. Cedric here in Antwerp with the second brew review of today. And just like we did number 19 with Van Steenbergen, we are going to do number 19 for Mr. Hop as well. So, let's dive right in. Oh, I see a white can with a golden top. Very much reminds me of Stella Artois. But let's hope that they didn't trick us with a Stella. Oh, nice. Brewery Wentersch since 2016, if I'm reading this correctly. And I can't read where they're from because it's too fine a print. But it is called EIKT, which means oaked. But Aken is also oaking, means a calibration of something, which I find rather funny. A delicious drinkable beer from Achterhoek, sterk blond or strong blonde. Oh, and they're from Wintersch, yeah. EIKT is a sturdy, fruity blonde beer with a high level of drinkableness or something. And a unique twist. During lagering, this beer was aged on oak chips. Wentersch brews traditional as well as experimental beers with quality and balance always up front. We use local resources as much as possible, so pure Achterhoeks beer. Ingredients: water, malted barley, malted wheat, sugar, hop and yeast, alcohol 8%, IBU 25, EBC 8. Unfiltered, unpasteurized. Okay. Render me curious. Well, I like blonde and barrel aged or wood aged or oak aged or whatever. Ooh. Very active beer. I'm gonna need a napkin for that. First off, beautiful golden blonde color. A bit yeasty and hazy. I see a lot of tiny yeast specks floating around. Very white foam, but also very large bubbles. Very, well, it's not dense at all. Very light foam, probably dissipating quite quickly. I don't see too much bubbling going on, but that might be because of the yeast in the glass as well. Yeah, in the nose, first off, carbon dioxide. Malty. Also slightly acidic. But that might be from the wheat. But apart from that, very thin aroma. I do get a very subtle hint of like vanilla, wood, all those scents that we associate with wood aging, but it is very thin. So let's see if we find it in the flavor profile. Cheers. Not really. That's odd. It has a very pleasant mouthfeel. Not too carbonated, but not too flat either. Yeah, it's a bit of this, a bit of that. Nice density. It's not too sticky, but it is just thick or sugary enough. And every flavor in this beer is very subtle. It is very thin. This is a very standard strong blonde, and I do get a bunch of hops, let's say. And even though it's called EIKT, oaked, I'm really looking for that oak, and I find the wood flavors, the wood aromas, very, very subtle, even after looking for them actively. I get a very, very tiny hint of vanilla. I mainly get a tiny hint of resin, which is also something that I don't expect from oak. And also slightly acidic or astringent. Astringent is a better word, I believe. So, yeah, I don't know. Now, I deliberately slurped a bit just to get a lot of air and a maximum amount of aroma in my mouth, and that does help. I do get a bit more of that astringent idea and a tiny hint more of vanilla, but it's still all very, very subtle, which is a shame. It's absolutely not bad, but it's definitely not great either. So let's just say that number 19 is an off day on both advent calendars, which is a shame. Okay, now as far as scoring goes, I may have expected a bit too much from this beer after seeing the can and then reading the description, but I don't know. It's called Oaked, and it has a nice story about wood aging the beer during lagering, but on the other hand, I don't really taste a lot of that, and don't get me wrong, I am not against subtlety. On the contrary, I am a huge advocate for balance. However, I do want the idea that what you told me actually happened, and I don't really find that in this beer, which is a shame. So let's keep this at an even 3. Yeah. Okay. So let's round up this rather disappointing day. But yeah, better luck tomorrow, I believe. So thank you guys so much for watching. Again, if you feel in a giving mood, share one of my videos with a friend, and let's hope that they subscribe as well. Which, if you haven't already, you should do. Subscribe, hit the bell icon so you'll get notified whenever I upload something, which should still be every day at 7 and 8 for the next 5 days. So until Christmas, and then we are gonna have 7 days of winter and Christmas beers, and after that, time to rest. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Cheers.